guys, what's happening? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and I'm here with
Dylan.
And we're at episode 10, season 2 of What the F.A.Q.
Keep labeling them like one behind. I don't know why. Because last time I notched it out in this time.
Because we get the live one. We were supposed to do the live one this week. Sorry, but
it'll be next week.
It'll be next week. We got some stuff happening here on Friday and blah, 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 and all that other shit. So you get in pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Of like people driving by.
Yeah. So welcome to the big show. Weekly question and answer show for those of you that are new here. And that's it. We're gonna jump right into it. So Dylan, start us out.
All right. Mr. Patrick Dubois.
Patrick Dubis.
Dubis. Dubois. All right.
Dubois.
You may have covered this in the past, but if not, what's the generic thought process about how different pedal effects should be chained together? So he wants a generic thought process.
We have covered this before.
Yeah. Have we covered it in the generic thought process, though?
I think we have somewhat. So
basically...
Generic
doesn't sound like us.
Right. Well, I mean, basically your pedal board's going to go kind of like tuner.
Yeah, and that's... People do that. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
But people traditionally do tuner. Yeah, tuner first, wahs first.
Tuner, wah, maybe compressor.
Yeah, if you have a treble booster, some people will put that before the wahs too, just because that and old fuzz faces sometimes.
See, generic.
I know.
You're ungeneric.
That's why I can't
ungenerifying.
Yeah, but it's
the
like
whole shitting thing here, man.
The further you get into this, the more you learn that the rules don't apply.
Well, that's true. So there are no hard and fast rules. They're general guidelines.
Yes, yeah.
So tuner, maybe a compressor, wah. Then you're going to do...
If you have a univibe type pedal, probably up there. That's one of the only modulations that usually goes up front.
Not generic.
Yeah.
Then overdrive, fuzz.
Yeah, so distortion.
And then, so your distortion.
Yeah, your drive section.
And then some people like to do the difference between... Some people like to put the fuzzes into the overdrives. Some people like to do the overdrives into the fuzzes. Yeah, that's kind of the way I prefer it.
I prefer like a fuzz sandwich. Sandwich it on two drives.
So
like drive, fuzz, drive. Or even fuzz, drive, fuzz. But
see, still not generic.
I know.
But anyway,
we gotta keep
overdrive. Then you go in probably some type of fuzz. Then you're going to go into your modulation. So that would be choruses, flangers. Phasers, things like that. And then you would do probably your delay and then a reverb.
Yeah. And then trem at the very, very, very end usually. Trem and reverb sometimes go together, but yeah, like usually.
And some people kind of adjust those a little bit too.
Yeah. So traditionally reverb and trem will kind of be towards the end because then you're getting, the trem will be doing your whole signal and not just part of the signal.
Right. And that's same thing with like reverb, like having it at the end, you're reverbing the end of the chain.
Yeah.
But there's also the opportunity that if you do have an effects loop in your amplifier, that those things would go into that area. Yeah,
and then your preamp, then almost, you could think of it like another overdrive pedal. Because then that would be almost in the same spot that all your drives would be.
Still not generic.
No, I mean, that's what I mean.
But that's basic. That's basically the way it would kind of work.
Yes.
And you could do, there's so many different options.
Yeah, and say like the other weird one that comes up a lot is like phasers before or after delays, because that's another modulation. Usually people tend to always keep their delay and their reverb like right next to each other, but sometimes if you sandwich a phaser in there, it can be pretty trippy, because then the phaser is phasing the delay signals rather than the delay working with the phased signal.
Right.
So that can be not my preference, but it's a fun combo.
And I don't really use much of...
Yeah, I actually really like the phaser into the delay, because then the delay has all these other extra like textures as the phaser's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Each delay starts to get a different kind of texture to it. Yeah. So I kind of like it before.
Yeah, we're both like,
I know.
What happened?
Keep hearing stuff. Yeah. We've been battered today. We're like,
already.
We're like shell shocked.
Already it's been like brutal here this morning. Because usually, we usually get in early so we can do a few things and then do the video. And this has just been a cluster F right from the start.
Battering.
Yes. We've gotten beaten and battered. Okay, so moving on. Robert Burlington says, clean pedal platform amp versus overdriven amp. Which do you prefer and why? Also, do either of you like treble boosters? Jokey. So this is from Robert Burlington, who was actually here just yesterday. We had this conversation. So, okay. Clean.
I'm like the little taco kid.
Both. Yeah. So I would say I like both. It kind of depends on what you're going for and what you're doing. A clean pedal platform is great because then you could basically build all your tones on your board from your board, essentially.
Yeah, and then your amp is doing...
It's really just clean power.
Yeah, it's kind of what they were intended to do, like way back in the day. They're just a clean platform for whatever you're going to throw into it, and you got all the volume on tap you would need usually with a clean platform. Because the idea of the clean platform too is you keep turning it up, and you're not going to get like a ton of drive out of it. You're
not getting that extra flavor that the amp would provide.
Right. So yeah, if you're somebody that plays loud and clean, you need a louder wattage amp. If you're mic'd up, it's probably you're not going to be pushing anything enough to really distort. So that's when like the Princetons and deluxe reverbs kind of kick in. But yeah, I mean the overdriven, that would be the other thing. Like if you love what your amp does when it is overdriven, some people will just roll with the amp. Yeah, then you could kind of build off. I think the analogy I used yesterday is like go back to food and cooking. You know how I do it. Like if you have a vegetable oil, it doesn't have any real flavor. It's just oil that you would cook in. But then if you use something like an olive oil, because you like the flavor of olive oil, you're going to build off of that flavor. Or truffle oil seems to be olive oil of all. No,
because olive oil is so delicious. Or let's see.
No, I thought you were going to use like a steak analogy. I thought you were going to say like a good overdriven amp is kind of like a good cut of steak. Like you don't need to add much to it. It's kind of good on its own.
Oh, that'll work too. Yeah. You can come up with all sorts of analogies.
Yes, that's where I thought you were going.
But I was going with the oil because it makes pretty good sense too. Yeah. Because a lot of people love the truffle oil. That's a big big thing in fancy schmancy joints. It's got truffle oil. Truffle oil.
I feel like
but you could build off of that.
Yeah.
And you could start building your flavor profile off of that oil and or
people. Come on.
They're killing us today. We're both like, no. Stop it.
Still.
So you can build off of that flavor that already. So if you have if you're using a Marshall or whatever, and you like that Marshall tone, you want to build around that, you can use that too.
Right, like it's already a good piece of steak. Anything you add to it's just making it better.
Make it better.
Whereas, like, I feel like a clean amp is more
unless you screw it up, because you could screw up a good steak by adding horseshit.
Well, yeah, I feel like a clean amp is more like chicken. Like it you get what you give. Like the more like the spices and whatever you're gonna add onto it, it's like chicken. It's a blank palate.
It's like tofu. It's like kind of like a tofu.
Yeah, it's like a tofurkey.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like whatever you cook.
Whatever you throw it in. Yeah.
So there you go. I hope that's an answer. Yeah. No, it is an answer. I hope that's a good answer, Mr. Burlington. We'll see.
Is it Burlington or Bullington? Because
Bullington. Sorry, dude.
No, it's fine.
I keep calling you Burlington.
Yeah, Burlington Coat Factory.
Burlington Coat Factory. Robert Burlington Coat Factory.
He's the Burlington Amp Factory, though.
And then you said also either of you like treble boosters. Yeah, you know that shit.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Ben Coombs, who is our preferred Canadian retailer,
YouTuber,
asks, right, what did I say?
We're his retailer. He's our YouTuber.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Sorry.
Morning.
Beaten and battered. More Java.
By the power of coffee.
By the power of Java. I summoned you to talk too fast and forget shit. Okay. Any new products coming out soon you're excited about? Products coming out soon that we're excited about.
Boss MD 200, I think, releases soon.
Looking for that.
That looks cool.
The Boss RC10R. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten our SY1s just because they've been back ordered, so I'm still looking forward to trying that.
This month, those should come in.
Yeah. But awesome. Yeah, the MD, I mean, I think that's cool that they're finally doing like a middle ground modulation pedal for people that do want like a bunch of them on tap, but they don't want it to be the size
giant box and all the menus and such. I'm also looking forward to MXR has a new looper, 2 button looper that they're putting out. We should have it I think Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're going to have those Thursday. That looked kind of pretty cool too. Even though two of them are loopers. One's the Boss. One's the MXR. I think the MXR is like going to be a pretty simple one, whereas the Boss is going to have drum loops and all that kind of stuff. Almost the Boss one seems kind of like ish, sort of, possibly maybe a little whiff of the Digitech Trio.
Oh, yeah, like their version of it.
Is what it kind of seemed like to me.
Well, if Boss and Roland are behind it, it'll probably make some good leaps forward, hopefully.
Better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think in terms of new-ish products, actually the I guess the utility stuff is what we're kind of, this year, this has been the year of utility this year. Yeah. But that tri-parallel mixer from Electra,
it's really
new-ish,
nice.
Yeah, and that was really awesome.
That's not coming out. That's already out.
Yeah, that's
a really cool. That's a really cool utility pedal.
Yeah, we might do like a shameless plug video and do like a Demogorgon with some other distortions and stuff in tandem and see what kind of tone they do. Yeah,
because it's like a posse of. It would be more like a posse.
It is, yeah, posse of tone.
Of tone, posse of tone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then you're all.
Yep.
You got the gunslinger. And you got the rifle guy.
Yeah. You got the dude with
star guy,
the dude with the lasso.
Guy. Yeah. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a Western posse.
Yeah. Western posse of tonal awesomeness.
Right. So, yeah, we should do one on that. We should do a video on that.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That one's another one that, it is what you make of it, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, we're throwing out some more videos. Dylan did a use gear alert so that we put it out there. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. We do have another one. We got another couple in the tank or in the can or whatever they call it. And those will be coming out soon. Yeah. Exciting stuff happening.
Yeah.
You guys will see. You guys will see, I swear.
What is a tank if not a giant can?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Sure. All right, what do we got next?
So like cans.
We should also mention big shout out to our buddy Ryan at RNA Music, deep in the heart of Texas. Your mom and pop guitar shop and lesson studio.
Yep, where the beards are longer and what is it? Stars are brighter or some stuff. Something.
Sure. Sure.
They're big and
Ryan
bright.
always mentions us on his.
That's it. Beards are bright and big in the heart of Texas.
We'll work on it. We'll work on the delivery part. So we wanted to say hello to Ryan because he mentions us a lot on his videos, and go check those guys out. They have a question and answer show called Ask RNA. So it's Ryan and Angela, and it's always and sometimes the bitter bass player.
Oh, yep.
Paulie, the bit of bass playing. That's kind of tough to say. What's up, bud? Remember that that's way back in the day. Battlestar Galactica from the 70s. Bitty. What's up, bud?
That's fine. I think I've heard that, but I didn't realize that that's what it was from originally.
There's some. So I don't have cable.
No.
So I watched the antenna shit, and there's like they got all the channels that have all the old stuff on it, which is pretty cool because.
Yeah,
it's good.
Does Galactica
really
have like the rewatch value though of like some of the older stuff?
Totally.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Got the Cylons and all that shit.
Yeah, but like, there's some of the. Yeah, I guess you're right. Honestly, the 70s was probably like, the 60s was good, but I feel like the 70s was probably the better era of TV.
It was
overall.
It was pretty good. The thing is you go back. I mean, it's very. You got to get a box of crackers because you're going to be laying a lot of cheese on that shit. See what I did?
Yeah.
See? It's those kind of jokes. There's a lot of cheesy shit on it or stuff that doesn't kind of quite connect. But it's just decent entertainment that's not, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out there now that's good, but there's also a bunch of shit. So.
We're in the golden age of TV now, but like I feel like the 70s was when they finally... It kind of hit their stride.
Columbo, that's one of my favorites. I always watch. If Columbo's on, I'm watching it.
There's a lot of good cellular. The Jeffersons and and all kinds of good.
Three's Company. Three's Company. As cheesy as it gets.
Yeah, but it's like that's all classic stuff.
Even Brady Bunch and I mean Barney Miller. That's one of my favorites. I love Barney Miller. That's a great show.
Roots. I don't know.
Roots. Yeah, that was kind of a mini series.
Yeah,
I remember when that came out. I remember I was a kid. And Roots, it was the biggest thing on TV.
I saw
it was groundbreaking.
I saw like when they did the remaster. So it was
groundbreaking at the
20th or something, I think, anniversary. Yeah.
Because we even talked about it at school, and they were going over all the,
Yeah, it's funny they did that for us too. Like when they did the re-airing, like they made it was part of our assignments to go home that week and watch it and come back and like do summaries and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
That's what this generation's missing. A re-airing of Roots.
Of Roots? Yeah. Didn't they just do one? Yeah, right.
They did like a redone version, but like the original. Sometimes you need the original. Yeah.
Is it a Redux?
Redux Roots?
Redux Roots. It's terrible.
Where were we?
Cullen James. Oh, Cullen James. Mr. Cullen James. Let me have a talk with you, sir. So last week we talked about, I mentioned bad movies.
Yeah.
So Cullen James said I should watch
apparently he's an expert on bad movies.
The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. That was his suggestion, to go watch The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. Holy crap. What a piece of steamer. It's a hell of a steamer movie. I enjoyed every bit of it. It was awful. The acting is terrible. Every bit of it was as awful as bad as promised, and I loved it. I'm watching it and I'm like, holy crap. So those of you that don't know, I really like I love old sci-fi movies. I like just the worse, the better kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so Colin told me about this, and it was really good. My suggestion was The Naked Monster. Go watch that one if you like.
See, I really love like a lot of the Japanese ones too, especially when they overdub them. Because then nothing works and none of the dialogue syncs up.
That's like the old
the Kung Fu movies. Yeah. And Kung Fu movies and stuff. I love those movies. Yeah.
Me too.
That's why I kind of wish they would do English versions of that. Like do English, but then go ahead and overdub it.
What?
Like have it be in English so that you can kind of read what they're saying, but then overdub it. Just for fun.
In Japanese?
No, in English.
Oh, in English.
Yeah. Go ahead and just so because I can't remember. It was
that's kind of like what we used to do. Well, that's kind of like the next question. Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Walking Dead. So we'll segue into the next question. Walking Dead says Ike and Dylan, that's us.
Yeah.
Should do like an MST3K type movie deal. And maybe we should, because I actually did research a little bit.
That'd be cool. Especially if we could do like the thing with our heads.
Well, there's public domain.
Oh, okay.
So there are public domain movies.
Oh, so there's certain ones we would actually be able to get away with?
So we could just we could do this. Now, I don't know if anybody would want to watch 2 hours or an hour. Most of these are like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. That's why I like shitty movies like that, because they're like hour and 20 minutes and you're out. But maybe we could do one.
That would be pretty fun, actually.
Maybe we could do one. Okay, so anybody that's still listening to this at this point, how long would the movie have to be for us to do? Like, should we?
Yeah, how long could we maintain your interest?
Yeah, right. How long could we make up more shit before you guys would be like, okay, I'm done.
Right.
I've had enough.
Right.
20 minutes, 30 minutes. Well, other people got like 40-minute freaking things.
There's that. I wonder if there's shows out there that are public domain, like old cheesy shows that we can even try.
We could look. But maybe we should try one. Should we try one?
I think we should.
Maybe
they should tell us. Our viewing
maybe we watch one. We do the whole thing. We just do it real cheeseball style, like as best as we can. We just put.
It'll be funny if we can do it like
I got a projector.
Have the seats and the silhouette, like have our silhouettes.
Well, I have a projector.
Okay, that'd be pretty fun.
You know what we should do is we should get loaded.
Yeah, and then do it.
We should have a few cocktails. We don't have to tell anybody. Don't invite the kids over. Maybe we should enjoy Colorado's finest
offerings,
adult alternative things, and then we do a movie.
That would be good.
Yeah, that could be kind of fun.
Actually, it'd be pretty great.
This week's movie is sponsored by Jim Beam
and Green River. I don't know.
And Starbuds.
Yeah, there you go.
No, right, so you guys let us know if you want to. We'll pull it off. We'll try to do it. What the hell? We probably could.
Well, if we under the influence, who knows what will happen?
It could get pretty funny.
Yeah.
If we watch the whole thing and then we edit it back.
Yeah,
just take the funny
parts. Yeah.
Or as funny as we think it is. Maybe we'll try it.
Yeah. That would be pretty fun.
Maybe we should see if we can. Yeah. Okay. We'll work on this. We'll work on this. We'll see what we could do.
Yeah.
Well, whether you want it or not, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, well, we'll have to figure that out because I'm trying to think because we could film it live because I don't know how they do like
just put the camera behind us and I got a projector.
Well, that's what I mean, but like have it to capture it. Like we'll have to mess with it to get it to look right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody knows how much we do show prep
right,
and all this extra effort we put into this shit.
Well, I just like because I picture it's like just the back of our heads with like a tiny movie like over there. I know. We'll get it fixed, but I'm just saying.
Otherwise, it's lost.
Right.
They got to see what we're saying.
Right. We got to be like the small audience.
We could do it.
Yeah. We'll get it.
It'd be awesome if we could do it at Red Rocks. Just put up a sheet.
Actually, that would be.
People would be like, "What are you assholes doing here?" Like, listen, Bonamassa, hang on. We got to film this movie.
It actually would be funny if we could. Yeah, slowly more people like started adding to the audience.
Maybe that's an option. All right. We'll work on it. And that's it. That's it for questions, right?
Well, Colin James wanted to talk about the Demogorgon, but really, honestly, we should probably just get our own demo for that, too.
Talk to me and talk...
It's fuzzier than your face.
Right. Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Colin's got
it has
righteous beard action.
If you play it long enough, it will barbecue small animals. I don't know.
At a distance.
Anything
15 feet or closer...
Yeah. So if like a random
possibly get
possum or something wanders into your tented doom tent. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you want to crisp up an animal, that Demogorgon.
Turn the Demogorgon on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or
we have a few videos. There's a video. I think Robert Baker's did a video on it. We have
the Does It Doom guy actually did a really good one.
Yeah, Does It Doom guy's got a really good one. Is
Colin James a doomer? I don't know.
I don't remember. I mean,
well, see, I feel like anybody that likes Sabbath, anybody who likes Sabbath should be able to at least put 1 foot into like the Doom pond.
Pond of Doom.
Yeah.
Maybe
that'd be good. Yeah.
Lake Doom.
Lake Doom.
Oh, that's too fast. That's too fast for Doom.
Well, what's the? We should do like redo a Legion of Doom thing, but it's just the Pond of Doom.
Maybe we should do a comic strip, and it's League of Doom.
Yeah, League of Doom. We meet at like outside of a pond.
Maybe we can figure out how to meet up with the guys in the post-apocalyptic world with the MF Ruckus guys.
Yeah, like somehow we survived, and
we still run in the shop, and the MF Ruckus dudes show up here at the store.
We're selling dudes. We'll be the guys that provided the gear to that weird dude in Mad Max that has the crazy truck with the speed. We set that dude up. That'll be how like our continuing story in this
post-apocalyptic. We just take over the whole spot.
Yeah,
that'd be all right. We could do it. That's how we keep the zombies away.
Yeah, the Doom.
We just crank up the high watt, kick the Demogorgon on it.
Yeah, the Pedal Kings of Denver have the
fuzz
territory.
The fuzz keeps them away.
Or brings them in. No, we tame them with fuzz. They're kind
of like Swami style.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
We make the Demogorgons do that.
It'd be like those birds that fly. That's how we do it, just with the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Well, that could be cool because
actually be funny.
Have you ever seen?
I wish we could get the Demogorgon thing to like do like the Irish dancing. Like we
could do that.
That'd be the official dance of the Demogorgon. Would be the Irish.
I feel like the Demogorgon should be somewhat Stonehenge-y, like ish. So it should be like monolithic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Beast of Doom.
Beast of Doom. All right, we got to wrap this shit up. I think it's time to open it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we've made these people suffer through this way too long. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Please hit the bell if you haven't already escaped from this madness. Like us, subscribe if you're still here. If you haven't, go to the website, check it out, check our used gear, buy some shit. Come on. All right.
Suggest movies
support a local shop
for our Flipside Mystery Theater. Suggest some movies or films.
Yeah. If you guys have any bad movies that you'd like us to give a shot, watch. I mean, I'll watch it. I like bad movies. So
yeah, we could alternate between like different spots. Like we'll do a bad American one, do a bad British one, do some bad Japanese one, bad Chinese one.
We'll just make up our own storyline.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. All right. Well, that's it. Let us know. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
You're on the Dr. Phil show. A problem is that you're into yourself.